Looks like blood and guts. What is up, guys? My name is Adam, and I am in the most dangerous part of Cleveland, Ohio, St. Clair Superior. The violent crime rate here is 451% more than the national average. There's a lot of gang activity here. Violent crimes include robbery, homicide, home invasion, all the stuff you don't want to happen to you. But this is not a most dangerous of video. I found an abandoned building that looks super cool, and that's what I'm going for. Yeah. This is the abandoned building here. I'm fairly sure somebody's in there. It could be a home for the displaced. So the street I'm on, I don't even know the street I'm on, but yeah, that's it. All right, there's houses all around here. Let's get to the back of their house. Just gotta do this quickly. Oh, damn. Looks kind of closed. I don't think these houses would report me or something. Oh, it's demolished in there. See, I don't know if there's anybody in these houses. I might be able to climb up somewhere. Shit. Like, the back doesn't seem doable. So I'm gonna run around to this. Oh, this is like people been here. As long as I'm not on their lawn, I'm not trespassing on their side. Alright, this looks maybe promising. Dang. I wonder if I could kick this open, you know? Try out back again. I wonder if I can climb up there. Oh man. This is like legit difficult to get into. Alright, I'm gonna think for a second. Alright, I'm gonna see if there's any windows along the side of the building. See, these have been here for ages. Like, all the trees have grown over the boarding. Like, this has been abandoned for a long time. It's an open window up there. I want to get up there. That freaked me out. Alright, this could be a way in. Yeah. Alright, I'm in. It's a kid's toy. Yeah, there's a bunch of kid stuff here. Damn, there was some major damage here. That's where I came in. What are these sinks for? I don't know if they're sinks. I don't know what the hell they are. Oh, this is creepy. It looks like an old school windowsill. You know? This floor is just busted. What the hell? I wonder if there's anything in that cooler. You know what? I'm going to get my headlamp on. Oh, stairs. Bingo. This thing kind of hanging here is kind of creepy. Because that's a newish coat. Like, a lot of kids' toy. Look at that shoe. Deodorant? Like, this is new deodorant. What is this, like a cell? That old school chair, man. I wonder if this shoe is like... Doesn't look old or new. Like, I can't tell the year on that at all. This desk is old school, or bureau is old school though. It's just a freaking log, like a stump. What's that? Looks like blood and guts. Oh, these like old school jars. Like chemists. You know, like the old school chemists would have used that. Or what we would call pharmacists. Like there's all kinds of it down here. This clock is great. Look at that. Yeah, that thing is old school. I don't know if that's a mirror. Alright, let's check out these stairs. So I've really only been in the basement. So this is the first floor. This would be the ground floor. Oh. Alright, yeah, so this is the ground floor. That's where I was trying to get in earlier. So that's the back. That's the back of the abandoned building. And that's where I was trying to get in before, but there was just no way. And you know what? Even if I got in, I wouldn't have been able to get past all this stuff. But that's kind of weird. Keep hope. So this is the main floor. Toilet. That's a big bathroom if this was the toilet. I don't know how necessary a bathroom this size would be. Alright, I'm not That's gonna go through. Yeah, I might go through right through that. But that looks like a very interesting hallway. I could maybe try. Well, there's another way to go this way. Like, what's with some of the modern stuff, like the water bottles? You know, nobody has been living here for 60 years. Like, there's outside. Like, legit, nobody's been living here. So why is it? Oh, that's kind of cool. Like the kind of old school drapes. Why are they still up? Like, everything's a mess. I thought I heard something, but it's nothing. Like, these old school drapes, like, are in perfect condition, and the floor is just a mess. You know what I mean? Like, perfect condition, mess. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So this is still the first floor. We kind of did everything we could in the basement. Closet. So this is a narrow part of this abandoned building. See, what's with the drapes? That's kind of a cool little couch area. And like, look, they have like electrical plugs. That's somewhat modern, right? I mean, 1960s on. Oh, this fireplace. That's cool. So that's the front entrance. So when this was a house, you would have entered in and there would have been a fireplace in the first room. It's kind of weird. Some of this stuff's charred, so you know, at one point there was probably a fire in here. But even though this flooring is terrible, we're gonna try and go up to the second floor. And I believe this building is 2 stories. 2 stories plus a basement. So this is it. So you can see outside up there. It's a kennel cab for a pet. Like, so this is a very weird mix of, you know, pretty modern. Like a kennel cab is 1990s afterwards, maybe. And then like the really old school, like that clock I found that's like 19th century. This is creepy though. Welcome to the Pimp's Court. What does that mean? This is the window that I was looking at and I was like, oh, that window's open. Welcome to the Pimp's Court. I don't know what that means. Another toilet. This looks pretty faulty. I don't think that's a good idea. That toilet is just random. This whole house is random, man. Number 6. I wonder if this is different apartment buildings at one point. And like this would have been one of the apartments, you know? Hey, wait here. I'll be with you in a moment. Creepy. Hey, smiley face. Wait here. I'll be with you in a moment. That is placed there to be creepy. And like see how like the writing like drools down like that creepy vibe. I think there might be one more floor, but I haven't been down here, so I'm going to try this. Store's closed. The women's jewelry. That street art's pretty good though. Like somebody spent the time to play a non-stop thuggin'. Yeah, people definitely come here. I don't know what they do here. Can't read that. Big pimpin'. Obelisk. There's not a lot of relics up here. Like the basement had a lot more relics. This is more just like really damaged stuff. There's another stairwell. Ugh. I'm not going to use that one. Oh, that skylight's pretty cool though. There's another obelisk. I don't know what that's about. Oh, vinyl. It's a vinyl. I'd like to get out to that porch. There's another fireplace. KY jelly. See, like a lot of this stuff is like pretty new. So I think whoa, go on this door. Something of a mansion, really. All right, I think that's pretty much every room I can see. Go back to the basement. Obelisk. Oh, how do you say that? Obelisk? It's the monument thing, right? I think it's obelisk. The monument, like the Washington Monument, is an obelisk. Yeah, that sounds so stupid right now. I should know that. Nothing. Obelisk again. Obelisk Manor. That's what this place is. It's Obelisk Manor. Maybe? Obelisk Manor. This is, I think, the last room that I haven't been in. It's just a sinking room. Yeah, it's not going to work out. But I guess this is Obelisk Manor to somebody. Or somebody is named it Obelisk Manor. Oh, this china. The china's pretty old. All right, so I've got 2 stories to go down still. That chair placement's kind of creeping me out. Like somebody's sitting there. I wonder if there's like, yeah, it's locked. I wonder if there's any like stuff they do during like Halloween here, because this is creepy. We've already been that way. Yeah, because those are the curtains. All right, so I've got to go back down to where it says keep out. Sorry for not following the rules there. I believe this is where I came from. Phone. These are where all the relics are. The children's clothing kind of freaks me out. There's the clock. Yeah, so that's the way I came in, and that board, I literally just moved it. So I don't know how some of these people are coming in here to do the street art. But yeah, the children's clothes and the children's toys. I don't like seeing that stuff. I mean, it's probably like, you know, just people like moved on in life and they didn't need them anymore. But it's just like kind of creepy, you know, like the children's toy over here. I mean, that's probably like 90s. Piggy bank. My first piggy bank. I don't know if you can read that. My first piggy bank. See, and this would be like 90s on too. So I don't know. I don't know what happened at this place. There's got to be information on it though. All right, so I got to slip back out of here without being noticed. So yeah, I got to check out. So this is it from the front. And it looks kind of like a mansion, like it has mansion vibes, you know? Like it's formidable. Like the old brick pillars inside. There's the fireplace. On the second floor, there's a fireplace. Like at one point, this was probably a wealthy person's house, a distinguished person's house. Not so much anymore. And it's changed hands over the years. Like there's the clock I found that is early 19th century. There's the kids' toy that are 1990s. This was changing hands. And then the 6 I saw, that could have been, at one point, this was different apartments. Not just one person's home, but an apartment complex, which is most likely what it was. And then you have the writing of Obelisk all over it. I still don't know if I'm saying that right, but an obelisk is a monument. And written on that window, it says Obelisk Manor. So I don't know if there's any truth to that. I'll have to research it. But pretty super cool inside. That's a pretty good find. And I wasn't even looking for that. So I had a few other things I wanted to do in Cleveland, but I keep coming back to this Obelisk Manor. So that's how it's pronounced, Obelisk, not Obelisk, which makes much more sense with the way it's spelled, Obelisk. This one's finished. I'll see you in the next video.